I just know it's my time. All I see is the destination that I'm trying to get to. I think I'm the smartest fighter on the planet Earth. I don't just beat guys. I'm the type of fighter that dominates people. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You better be ready, boy. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. We at the UFC boxing gym. January 31st, I'm fighting Teofimo Lopez. I'm moving up to 140 pounds, super lightweight. The process ain't nothing new. I'm not trying to put on all that muscle and all that extra shit they keep talking about. Skills pay the bills, and that's what's gonna show up on fight night.
Just in preparation for January 31st against Shakur Stevenson.
He was born for this. He's God gifted. We're implementing a lot of different things for this camp. You got to do things in there that people have never seen.
Every day is a different type of segment of working out. Earlier today, I had a little bit of strength and conditioning, and then swimming, exercising and expanding those lungs. And then we finish off late night. We come here and do 18 ounces of gloves, an hour or as long as I can of training without no break. Just trying to see how much more I could push.
Yeah, you could try. You know, it's like what you say, I'll try my best. You know?
No, that seems more aggressive.
Yeah,
that was like,
try.
And y'all shoulder to shoulder, right? It seems like y'all should be in the same space and y'all just fine.
Well, the way they set it up inside the ring, or inside the ring, they set it up that way, and I'm thinking we're gonna go half and half, like on split.
Y'all were right there, man.
Yeah.
With just 5 days left on the clock, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are pushing their bodies and minds to the absolute limit. And we're taking you inside every intense moment of the final countdown.
Walk them out. I put a lot of great people around me, challenge me and push me and take me to the next level, and I think that's what keeps me at my sharpest. Terrence Crawford, that's my big brother. I love him to death. I feel like if he wasn't in my career and in my life, it'd have been very difficult getting to the level that I got to. And he kind of told me is take every guy serious. Seeing him and seeing how he prepared for guys who I know that's not on his level, it kind of turned me up to make sure that I do the same.
You want me to stop this? Respect me. Respect the scars that I gotta show my son for the rest of their life. Respect the work that I put in. But till then, you're gonna get the other version of me that just speaks the truth.
We still have a lot of work to do. I told him, you know, God gave you this gift so the kids could freaking look up to you, man. We could save one soul, that's a lot, man.
So that's why we gotta keep beating these guys. Beating Shakur, this is part of it to get to that next level. I pretty much have had almost everything thrown at me, and I look forward to see what will be thrown at me come January 31st.
Shakur is deep in camp, training at full throttle, refining his technique, dialing in his speed, and tightening his defense as he prepares for the high-stakes showdown with Teofimo Lopez.
For this here fight with Teofimo, I know we can guarantee you for sure, 100% he's gonna be ready.
This camp feel way different from previous camps. Being away from my daughter, being away from my future wife, that's the most challenging thing. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. This is sharpest I think I done been for a fight. My diet, I let the nutritionists and all them kind of people take care of that. I just show up and eat whatever they give me. So I pay attention to what makes me feel good, and I just stay.
Teofimo keeps his camp simple and disciplined, prioritizing health, sharp fundamentals, and energy management so he's fresh, explosive, and ready when fight night arrives.
Stay on that.
Teofimo keeps training basic, focusing on staying healthy, maintaining form, and preserving energy for the fight.
Today is chest, triceps, a little bit of shadow boxing with some weights. Keep the ligaments and everything loose. A little bit of forearms to finish it off. Nothing too intense like others. We don't need that. Later today, we're gonna go boxing, but prior to that, we're gonna go recover. Go see Dr. Dennis in Miami Lakes. Head over there, go get readjusted. Just keeping that grind, steady grind. We being Shakur? Yeah, that's Teofimo right there. That's takeover bobblehead.
Shakur Stevenson's camp is locked in and high intensity, with every session focused on refining technique, boosting speed and endurance, and sharpening the strategy he'll need to take control in the upcoming fight.
The kid named Ruben Villa, and he beat me. He beat me again in the next tournament. So now that's 2 times. So now they kept saying like, okay, Ruben Villa is the next Oscar De La Hoya. He's gonna win us an Olympic gold medal. And then by the time it came to the Olympic trials, now it's the rematch, and everybody there think I'm gonna lose to this guy. And then I just wipe him out. I had to fight him again because it's double elimination in the Olympic trials. I flushed him even worse the second time, so a lot of people didn't think I could do it. The Edwin De Los Santos fight was my biggest setback. I wanted to please the fans and the people when I should have just pulled out the fight. And now they start writing me off and think that I'm not as good as I said I was.
Teofimo Lopez is training with measured intensity, dialing in the fundamentals, keeping his conditioning sharp, and prioritizing health as he fine-tunes his strategy for the fight ahead.
Trying to see how much more I could push.
He's the best whenever he's in good condition. Like they say, we eat, we sleep, everything boxing.
My nutritionist is anonymous. They're giving me a lot more protein than the previous camps. I'm actually having more meals in between rather than before.
I've been with him ever since he started boxing, which was at 6. I really knew that he was really good when he started beating professional fighters at 13, 14 years old.
Between me and Shakur, when we were on the top rank, because we were the next rising stars, we sparred. We did only 3 rounds back in Miami in 2016. I was getting the best out of him. You should have seen afterwards. Why do you think he said stop? He said stop recording. Come on, dog.
Teofimo Lopez is locked in on victory, staying focused, disciplined, and mentally sharp as he prepares to deliver his best performance on fight night.
To boxing specifically, there's bobbing and weaving, and there's a lot of high repetition that starts to wear and tear at the spinal disc level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna decompress the spine and make sure that we get hydration back into the disc.
Yeah. The things you gotta go through to be a world champion. Yeah. Whew.
It's really about sports performance and making sure that his body is able to express the highest athletic potential possible.
Tonight, right now we're boxing. Yep. We're original classic, reason why we're here type of boxing.
Teofimo Sr. confidently says his son will become a world champion, praising his talent, dedication, and relentless determination in training.
So when he's in there, he's just focused, you know? And when I see him focus, every time I know that he has somebody, I always tell him, you already figured him out. You know, that's like letting him know, have fun. From now on, just have fun.
Back out. Double jab.
1, 2.
When it comes to it, like boxing is pretty much all mentality. It's all mental. Are you mentally prepared with the audience? Are you mentally gonna be prepared with the certain punch selection? There's things that I also gotta train as well. There's things that I have to maintain as well. Those are things that I have to work on within myself. It's a muscle. And it's a muscle memory that you have to create now. If you don't create now, it can harm you the day.
Teofimo Sr. confidently predicts that his son will be a world champion, praising his talent, dedication, and relentless drive in training.
How much I said I achieved that. He's always gotta
beat whoever's in front.
I beat Shakur. They'll say he went up weight class. He wasn't in his weight class. When I flatline him and they say, oh, he had the best defense, that's just how it's gonna be. You gotta be okay with it. I ended up being okay with it. I'm gonna show everyone that his defense is not as immaculable like they say it is. That's my job. That's my job. My job is to show the true flaws that they can't see, that the world cannot see.
Teofimo Lopez is honing his jab in training, fine-tuning timing, accuracy, and its role in setting up powerful combinations in the ring.
I just need somebody that's expert.
That's
They make sure.
like sense.
Yeah.
And we need the right joker down here where I can be just as big.
Yeah. and they get kind of aggressive and open up.
Correct.
And I could catch them kind of easily.
Yeah, you catch me. But he wanted to
Shakur Stevenson is focused and battle-tested, relying on his skills, strategy, and ring intelligence to control the fight with precision and composure.
But during the fight, I'm like, yo, Tio, come on, use your jab. Keep using your jab. I'm like trying to coach him through. I know Tio. I don't know Arnold Barboza. Why would I go? If I'm front row, why am I cheering on Arnold Barboza?
Right.
I don't do that. So, and I also remember when I was fighting Josh Padley, I could hear Tio like, yo, just go to the body, set up with the body shot, so I could hear Tio's voice. So it's like, why would I cheer against you, bro?
You wanted to make that clear.
Yeah,
like
he
kind
of just assumed because I was with Bud that I was going against him.
Shakur Stevenson emphasizes that there's no personal animosity with Teofimo Lopez. The fight is strictly professional, centered on competition, pride, and legacy.
Going in the ring and guys being like, oh, you're not fighting nobody, oh, you're not this. I didn't have to do this fight. I could have stayed at 135 and I could have campaigned at 135, but for me, I feel like I wanted to fight at 140 against Tio because he's one of the biggest names in the sport.
How, for the good of the sport, how important is this fight between you and Tio?
It's very important. It's important because it makes boxing great again. It keeps the fans that want to see the fight in tune. And also, you got to realize, once again, I didn't have to take this fight. I was campaigning at 135. That's the weight that I'm at. That's the weight that 9 times out of 10 going to go back to after this fight. But I did this because I know Tio's one of the biggest names. I know that he's one of the most accomplished fighters in or around my weight class. And the challenge wakes me up. It makes me want to go harder. Showing up day in and day out to make sure that I come in at 100% on Fight Night. So for me, this fight means everything for the sport. This fight means everything for me, my career, my legacy, and I can't wait to put it all on the line.
How does it upset you at all, Shakur, when people get on social media and it seems like when you fight, they be like, he's a boring fighter, defensive fighter, too boring. And is that part of it where you say, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to fight Tio. Call me boring now.
Nah, it don't bother me no more because they pick and choose, you know. I still hear it to this day, oh, he's boring, he's a defensive fighter, but it's like my last fight, I went in there and I entertained the crowd. I went out there, entertained the people. I took a couple punches more than usual than I usually would take. So if I did that my last fight and y'all still can say it, y'all still want to let it haunt me, they still bring it back.
Shakur Stevenson speaks with purpose about his upcoming clash with Teofimo Lopez, framing it as a fight that boxing genuinely needs. Aware of critics who question his choice of opponents or label his style as boring, Stevenson sees stepping up to face one of the sport's biggest names as a way to silence doubt and prove his seriousness. Even though he could have stayed comfortable at 135 pounds, he moved up to 140 to seek a true challenge and showcase his full abilities. He views this matchup not just as a personal test, but as a way to engage fans and bring focus back to the sport. The level of danger pushes him to train harder, sharpen his technique, and arrive at fight night fully prepared. External criticism no longer distracts him. What matters most is proving his greatness inside the ring. Every camp session, every drill, and every sparring round is approached with intensity and focus. For Stevenson, this fight is about legacy, pride, and meeting the expectations of fans and the sport itself.
Shakur Stevenson stepping up to the 140-pound division, 10-stone division. Dalton Smith, our very own Dalton Smith, is one of those champions. Teo Lopez, universally accepted as the #1 in that division. Brilliant victories in his career over Josh Taylor, and prior to that, Vasyl Lomachenko. I think a true victory over Vasyl Lomachenko. If anyone can upset the ascent of Shakur Stevenson up the pound-for-pound list, up the weight divisions, it's the spoiler that is Teo Lopez. I've watched a lot of them together in the build-up, and I like the way Teo is, and I like the way Shakur is. See, Shakur's got the gap between his teeth. It's gone now.
Yeah.
He's had his teeth done. He's ready to be a megastar. I'm really, really, really fascinated by this contest.
Gareth A. Davies emphasizes the significance of Shakur Stevenson moving up to the 140 pounds division, stepping into a weight class stacked with elite competition. He notes that while strong contenders like Dalton Smith populate the division, Teofimo Lopez stands out as the clear number one, thanks to impressive wins over Josh Taylor and Vasily Lomachenko. Davies believes Lopez has both the style and experience to test Stevenson's rise and potentially slow his march toward pound-for-pound recognition. At the same time, he praises Stevenson's discipline, tactical intelligence, and growing star power, noting how his confidence and poise continue to impress. After analyzing both fighters throughout the build-up, Davies highlights that the matchup is both compelling and competitive. He predicts that Stevenson's technical skill, combined with his adaptability in the ring, gives him a slight edge, making a closely contested tactical points victory the most likely outcome in this high-stakes showdown.
Teofimo Lopez blows hot and cold, but when he's good, he's really good. Vasily Lomachenko was an outstanding performance. Then he got derailed by George Kambosos in the fight after that and just seemed to lose his way a little bit, but in recent times looks back to his best. It's a fascinating fight. This, for me, is all about whether Shakur Stevenson can step up and bring the greatness. He's daring to be great, and I think that Terence Crawford done it against Canelo Alvarez, and I believe that Shakur Stevenson does it against Teofimo Lopez in a fascinating fight. You know, if you're a boxing fan, for the boxing purist, the sweet science between these two, you watch the technical stuff that goes in there. It might not go down as one of the greatest fights there ever was. This could be a real standoff, a real technical fight, but both guys, their IQ is insane, and this is the best fight in boxing today.
It is. It's up there along with Artur Beterbiev against Dmitry Bivol.
Spencer Oliver describes Teofimo Lopez as a fighter who can be inconsistent, but becomes truly dangerous when everything clicks. He highlights Lopez's brilliant performance against Vasily Lomachenko as proof of his elite level, while noting that the loss to George Kambosos briefly derailed his momentum. Recently, however, Oliver believes Lopez looks sharp and focused once again. For Oliver, the fight will hinge on whether Shakur Stevenson can rise to the challenge and pursue greatness, comparing that ambition to the bold moves of elite champions who dared to test themselves. While the bout may lean more toward technical mastery than explosive action, both fighters possess exceptional ring IQ, creating a chess match that boxing purists will relish. That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time.